What most people don't know is that a nightmare actually starts out with a peaceful scenario. Clear skies, green trees, fresh air blowing against your skin, and the sound of heavenly music projected from the bird siren's vocal cords. But when you're at war, all that changes. There is no peaceful beginning, and all the colors fade away, leaving the canvas black and white until fear makes you see certain colors. This is no fairy tale. There's no happy beginning, and certainly no happy ending. The nightmare starts the second you are deployed into a battlefield where your enemies are hidden, camouflaged with the jungle like a drop of water in the ocean. Sometimes all you can do is just run, but even that doesn't last long. This is my story. This is my war. This is not.
Going forward.
Say the things you carry in your war are not determined by the physical equipment that is held close to your body, but the emotional mentality that weighs a soldier down like pushing bricks onto a snail's shell, crushing at every angle until it finally snaps and leaves your eyes closed for eternity. But we were soldiers, you say. We were trained for this. Well, we never had any intent on becoming a part of the slaughterhouse in the first place.
Fuck! I didn't sign up for this bullshit! I ain't signed up!
The 1969 draft swept us away from our homes and families to fight a war on behalf of the president. And there it was, the kiss of a bullet, our greatest enemy and our greatest friend at the same time. The blood as you know it is no longer a function of the vascular system that delivers oxygen to the cells. Once you enter war, that red fluid that keeps pumping through your veins becomes a sign of weakness, a sign of fear, and eventually a sign of death. And there's nothing you can do.
No, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Pressure right here. We need a murder! Come on, man. You're gonna be okay. Please, come on. Come on, dude. Come on. Come on, stay with me. Stay with me. Pressure right here. Pressure.
A soldier's job is to leave no man behind. But when dozens of metal jackets fly past your head like birds from a Hitchcock film, you have no choice but to flee like a coward. Sometimes your only option was to leave your best friend, a victim of the jungle, soon to become a full-course meal to the creatures with wings penetrating out of their thorax. Sometimes the only way to escape reality was to increase the dopamine and serotonin within the brain. It usually started off with normal tranquilizers, but as a soldier grows through the jungle, it's inevitable that a new drug will leach onto your mind. This isn't the stuff that the average teenager experiments with when their parents are gone. When you're in a situation where any second could be your last, the effects of any drug can hallucinate your visual images into a world of peace. Too often, that peace falls into pieces. Sometimes it would get quiet, the type of quiet that Van Gogh would have heard seconds after that steel blade sawed through his auricle. But even then, something would penetrate this bubble of silence, emanating a repeating sound wave. As they say, a Viet Cong is our worst enemy. We are given certain commands, but the only one that resonates through our skulls is the order to kill any VC that crosses our optical vision. We don't know these people, and they don't know us. We have families, and so do they, but as they are, we are scared. And when you're scared, your options fade into the dark as your pupils enlarge, locking in on the target, and that's when you attack. It's almost as if your body is being controlled by a remote, doing the work while your brain struggles to comprehend the situation. Eventually, it happens. The muscles pump, and alas, a grenade is a stone in a catapult. A sailboat flowing gracefully through the ocean of nitrogen until the wind stops, and it sinks, and then it's over. A young man who you know absolutely nothing about is now nothing more than an element in your deepest nightmares. A spirit that would come to haunt you after your days in war were over. But what had to be done had to be done. At least that's what I would tell myself. The truth is sometimes wrong. And that is the truth. A soldier can only go on so many days without food or water. What's even more conflicting is being lost in a jungle, rigged with traps like spikes on a cactus. Imagine playing Minesweeper on expert mode, except multiply that danger by 2 million. There's no point going on sometimes. You just gotta let go, and let the jungle take you in. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly what I did.
future